Oh.
All right, so when we last left off with the intrepid adventurers, you were all trapped inside of the prison in Targos. We have Tano heckling Prudence Torquwald by throwing stones at her and yelling at her, preventing her from sleeping. Davin Cindersledge, the man who broke out of his own cell to wake up the guard and tell him how much he did not like that he was in prison, which he was sent to another. Roland Piaget is meeting with Cephix Caltro, apparently his brother of some sort. And then we have Mal. I don't remember what you did last time, Mal. What did you do?
Mal just sat there quietly because she didn't overhear the conversation, and she don't want anything to do. I mean, she knew Davin wasn't trying to run away.
Okay. So, as Tano is sort of heckling and throwing these little rocks and screaming and making a noise, it's been about 45 minutes to an hour since the one guard left to sort of leave you, sort of making his comment that I believe that you guys could make a change, and he's basically just not going to cause problems for you guys. When are you guys attempting an escape, or what are you doing with the frozen thieves' tools, Roland?
I'll lay him out so everyone can see him.
Get my ritual again on the bars.
Davin at least can come and go as he wishes. But for the rest of us, the option to pursue justice is at our own discretion, so I do not think that getting out of here will be easy by any means. So it is not something I would want to do unless we are all willing to attempt.
I'm going to trial. We've done nothing wrong. The only person that's done anything wrong was Axel, and he got away. They got away.
That's right. I didn't do anything at all.
I'm innocent. Prudence is my prisoner. I'm gonna whip a rock at her, and I think that's how I'm just gonna stay and plead my case.
We have no proof that Prudence actually committed a crime, but I agree. I didn't kill anyone. Davin didn't kill anyone, and neither Roland didn't either.
I didn't kill anyone.
Though you did assault the man, you weren't responsible for his death. So I agree. We should just take this to trial.
I threatened him.
I don't know, Mal raises a good point. If we go to trial now, Prudence will walk away, none the wiser. If we go and follow the trail of clues that is being laid at our feet, maybe we find a cauldron. Maybe it points back to her.
Maybe we don't find it though. And then what? Then we're all fugitives.
Assuming we're gonna get cleared of these charges. We haven't done anything wrong. What witnesses do they have besides Prudence?
Well,
and I'm gonna
Prudence
whip
makes
another
a
stone at
pretty
Prudence.
solid, considering the reputation of her uncle. She's a pretty solid witness, and her very well-known status. She would make a strong character witness against anybody.
We have plenty of speakers that will attest to our status as well. She's no better than us. And then I'm gonna whip another rock at her.
Tano, as you whip the rock, roll me a perception check.
That's gonna be shit.
That's going to be perfectly fine.
Yeah.
So as you're sort of all discussing this, you begin to hear footsteps sort of coming down the stairwell to your left. The cadence is a little different than the guard who left before, as you begin to see this sort of descend down. It appears
I don't
to be
like that at all.
dark elf woman with a black rose in her hair, sort of a white bleached hair, and in her hand is what looks to be like a flat wooden. I don't really know necessarily, like a rectangle.
Hello, madame. How may we assist you?
So she sort of begins to walk sort of slowly.
Insight check. Is she hostile?
Go ahead and roll me an insight.
Yeah, I'm thinking that too.
16.
Yeah, anybody else want to roll on it?
Yeah. Never mind.
8.
All right, so everyone except for Mal, who rolled. Mal, you're sort of don't even recognize her presence yet, because it's almost like it's that she is blocked by the Tano and his cage and everything for you. As she steps, all of you realize that this is someone who is not here for your positive behalf. You can tell right away that this person is on a mission. And that they, Davin, your ritual did complete. By the way, I'll let you have completed it to where you can open and leave your cage as needed.
Can you promote me?
Yeah, you are now promoted.
Promoted.
She sort of steps and walks over to Prudence's cell. And Davin, as you sort of open this and you get about right here, you immediately see that she pulls a small crossbow out from under her dress and just immediately shoots Prudence Torquwald as Prudence Torquwald just screams and falls over.
Oh.
I'm gonna heal on her. So
You're gonna try to heal Prudence Torquwald? Do you happen to have a revivify?
she's already dead.
Yeah.
Can I
me,
attack my cage?
Roll me a medicine check here, Devin.
25.
All right. So basically, you see it happen, and you go to like kind of do your thing where you hold your hand open to keep her alive, and you just see that as soon as that bolt hits her, it's almost like it hits the spot and blood begins to come, and the area around it begins to almost be affected by necrosis, like you're just watching it just decay right around the spot where it went in.
Roland, quickly.
All right, you guys.
Toss me. Roland, toss me the tools.
All right, real quick, initiative rolls. Davin, you will get a turn before everyone else, and Tano, you are able to punch your cage. If you want to go ahead and roll an attack on your cage right now to see what you might be able to do to break it. So,
Do I still have my weapons or anything?
No.
I have none of my equipment.
Correct. You're pretty much in just basic clothes, and you have your fist. Okay. Now you could try to bend the bars like straight up, like strength style. It's gonna be kind of difficult, but you could do it.
All right.
What is she wearing, by the way, too?
The drow.
Yeah.
So what she actually looks like is pretty much similar to what you can see right now. Just kind of a larger black kind of dress over some items. You know, she pulled a hand crossbow out from under it, and then in her other hand is like this sort of just a wooden rectangle, as far as you can tell, almost like a ruler.
Yeah, I was more curious about her armor, but that's fine.
Yeah, you can't really make it out. Actually, you know what? You're an armor smith. Roll me a smithing check.
Oh boy. What do you want the abilities to be on this?
It's I guess your wisdom, since you're so wise in the ways of smithing.
Okay. 12.
So you would recognize that for how swiftly she came down the stairs without making a sound, and for how she has kind of been able to move without hindrance, that she is definitely wearing some form of light armor, perhaps like leather of some sort. You identify as well immediately that she has come here to most likely tie up some loose ends. So, what did you roll for your initiative, Davin? I know you're not in order. If everybody wants to post their, look at you guys, fucking sexy. All right, so let me.
I got an 8.
Okay, let's see here. So we've got Davin with 8. Applaud for 15. 7. I like how I type in Ryan's and it puts him before everyone else when he's like much lower.
That's right. Where I belong.
Okay, so Davin, I will give you an action. Applaud, or Tano, are you going to try to rip the bars open?
Trying to decide. Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna try to. I guess do that.
Okay, so go ahead and just roll me a straight strength check or an athletics
14.
check.
Athletics is 14.
14. Okay, so as you go to pull and rip, go ahead and describe to me how you, I guess, want to try to break out of these. I'm not gonna say it for you.
I'm gonna try to find like the weakest part of the cage, and then just muscle man it open. Oh, like the incredible orc that I am. Incredible orc. That's what I'm gonna do.
So you feel like if you could maybe get just a slight bit more leverage that you would be able to get through it, but right now they hold. Essentially, the DC was 15.
Okay.
But yeah, so you think like you can definitely rip this open if you get a little bit more leverage. Davin, what are you going to do? This is your surprise round or your immediate action round.
I'm gonna extend my hand and cast Guiding Bolt at her.
Okay, so Guiding Bolt uses what kind of attack or save?
With the spell, ranged spell attack.
Okay.
Oh, that's a miss. That sucks. 9.
9. So you go to shoot it, and immediately she dives away, sort of very deftly, as your spell sort of crashes into the wall behind it, sort of exploding in its guided bolt energy as she looks and smiles at you coyly. And now it's gonna go to.
All right. Well, I'm gonna move.
Yep.
Pulling my weapon.
Okay.
Trying to block off, like leaving this way without being able to smack her.
Gotcha. So, as you sort of do that, she kind of gets a coyly look on her face. Are you in melee with her, or?
No, I'll basically just go around, just so if she tries to move.
Gotcha. She's got to move through you.
Yeah.
Okay. So, as you do that, she looks at you. So, where is the one who killed Nairth?
I'm gonna flick her off.
She's going to look over.
As a free action.
As a free action. It uses your reaction. Ah! No, I'm kidding. You're allowed to do that. She's gonna look at Tano as you're sort of struggling with the bars. Where is the one who killed Nairth?
Is she talking to me?
She's looking right at you, Tano. Yep.
I'm like, let me out, and I'll show you exactly where.
Excellent. Will you stand in the way of me letting this man out, or must
Shove it up your ass.
All right. So she immediately whips out the hand crossbow and takes a shot at you. Damn it! What is your armor class at the moment?
Current. Oh shit! 1 second. 18.
18. Okay. Let's see here. Okay. So that does hit. Okay. Oh, Jesus. Sorry, I'm getting this over here real quick. I don't have enough of... Okay. So, as the bullet strikes you, you feel an immediate sting of damage, and you will be taking 17 points of damage.
Is any of that poison?
Yes.
Well, I have resistance to it, so.
What? OP, dude. So that halves the damage. Is it rounded down or up? If I
I don't remember because it's different.
I'll give you the best two. So
Poison's probably one
2
of the
poison
most
damage,
dangerous.
so 17 minus 3, so 14.
She only did 3 points of poison damage.
Yeah, I rolled really bad on the poison damage. She did 5 points of poison damage.
Jesus Christ. Okay. Yep.
I would like to interrupt.
As you're how do you want to interrupt? Is it like an actual like reaction ability or what?
It's a reaction ability, yes.
Okay, what's up?
Immediately after an attacker within 30 feet deals damage against a creature other than me, use my reaction to force the attacker to make a wisdom saving throw. Failed save, attacker takes radiant damage equal to the damage it just dealt.
Okay.
On a successful save, it takes half.
Nice. Okay, and that is a wisdom save, you said?
Wisdom 13.
Wisdom 13. Ooh, I'm feeling a little okay. All right, so your go ahead and describe your radiant effect as it strikes down.
Roland is going to stand up and point at her and say, "You will not do violence in this building." And then a bolt of light is going to come down and hit her in the back.
As the bolt of light comes, you see her sort of turn as part of her jump. She looks and says, "It was you all who killed Nairth," as the lightning kind of has to arc from where it strikes to hit her as she passes her save, and she begins to run. 1, 2, 3, 4. How much is her movement? Sorry. Okay. As she moves over here, she is running to get to your door, Tano. She's got to go around because Davin's blocking her. All right, so we are now in official turns. She was actually the start of the turn. So now, Tano, it is your turn.
Can I tell that she's coming to let me out?
Yeah, she like kind of nods at you in regards to your "I'll let you out" or "you let me out."
Where's the?
So the door is going to be here.
Okay.
I will mark it for us.
I'm gonna attempt to smash this wall here.
Okay.
I'm gonna run and try to smash it where I'm
Okay.
standing. Oh, I didn't mean to stand there.
Okay.
Again.
Would you be willing to take damage for how violently you want to smash it?
I am gonna run, jump, and shoulders smash it.
I will give you advantage on your athletics check.
If you take 1d20.
No.
No.
You would be taking a d6 of damage.
No, I don't want advantage.
You don't? Okay.
No, I'll be fine. I rolled a 6.
Yeah, so as you just go leaping and flying, you just clobber right into it, and it just doesn't even budge. Like you just didn't hit it well enough. As you see the drow like look at you kind of confused because she's going to let you out.
All right, I'm gonna fall over after it. Like oh,
Yeah.
my shoulder. Can I do that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Are you trying to do anything
How
special?
do I lay the character down?
I do hold Alt and then hit Q, and I think lays it down or something like that. Yes, pick it up and then Q, and it. Yes, you got to get it like just right, like which is almost before it does, so it like tips over. It's really goofy. Like
That's fine.
Yeah.
That works.
Yeah.
Ah, my shoulder. Should I do a performance check?
Are you trying to trick her or something? Or?
Yeah. I
Oh.
wanted her to think I'm hurt.
Yeah. Go ahead and roll deception, performance, whatever you want to do.
Performance 20. I'm feigning that I'm hurt.
This idiot. She kind of looks at you with concern now, like that the only. As I'm pretty sure the guy who hit her with lightning won't help her. Oops. As Tano kind of says my shoulder, she looks over to you, Malice. She's running. Do you know where the man who killed Nerith is?
I'm just gonna shrug at her.
Useless. Okay. So yeah, successful ruse there, Tano. It's attempting to break that as well. So Davin, your turn, baby. Actual turn.
Devin's Cinder Sledge.
What happened?
yeah. You believe Tano just threw himself into the bar and hurt himself.
Howie.
Okay. I will cast Spiritual Weapon as a bonus action.
Okay. All right. There you go. Get your little. You're putting that in her way, and it can attack this turn, right?
It can. And I'm also going to. Let's see here. I'm trying to decide what I want to do. Okay. I'll throw a hand axe at her as well as the spiritual weapon. So basically, 2 attacks, one from the spiritual weapon and one from my hand axe.
Can you do that?
Yep.
Oh yeah, because the spiritual weapon can activate on its first turn, right? Or whatever. Yep. Yeah, when you cast it. Yeah, look at that, cutie.
Pink will be spiritual weapon. Teal will be hand axe.
All right.
So spiritual weapon was 15 and hand axe was 12.
Both of them miss. The spiritual weapon seems like it was about to collide, and it missed by a very small amount.
All right.
But the hand axe, she sort of just swiftly dodges as trying to dodge the spiritual weapon. It was almost by accident. Okay, anything else on your turn?
That'll be it.
All right, it goes to Mal. You have the thieves' tools now, right? The frozen thieves' tools?
He did throw them to me? I didn't hear that part.
Did you throw them to her, Roland?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah,
Okay,
that's what I
okay,
thought, yeah.
Cool. In that case, I hadn't heard that part. In that case, I will pick the lock.
Right, roll me
or attempt to pick the lock, I should say.
Roll me a sleight of hand check, but you get to add your proficiency to it.
And that's a 13. Sorry, sleight of hand. That's actually going to be a
yeah, it should be much
a 15.
Higher. Yeah, all right, perfect. So, yeah, you sort of slide it in, and you discover that these are definitely a masterful. The tools are actually quite well crafted, and boom, immediately pop the lock and it falls off.
Cool. What kind of action did that count as?
Action.
A what?
And your actual action, so you still have a movement and a bonus.
There's nothing in here I could actually use the weapon, is there? Well.
Yeah, this is not here. That was not there last
time. Are these things like part? Are they
are torches.
Attached?
They're just like torches hanging on the wall type thing. Are you gonna try to grab one?
Why not? Yeah.
Okay. So I'll let you just interact with an object as part of your move to have a flaming torch now, just a torch on fire.
A scent chance to make people on fire.
All right. And that would only be 2, 3. That'd be 4 squares of your movement if you wanted to move any.
No, not yet. Thought that will be it for my turn.
Okay. Excellent. All right. So then now we are going to go to our last man, Mr. Roland Piaget.
I'm going to cast Compelled Duel. She's going to make a Wisdom saving throw, DC 13.
Okay. And what does it do?
On a failed save, the creature is drawn to you, compelled by your divine demand. For the duration, it has disadvantage on attack rolls against creatures other than you, and must make a Wisdom saving throw each time it attempts to move more than 30 feet away from me.
Oh, okay. And she's about that far already, right? 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, so she can't really move. Okay, so yeah, straight up compelled. As you how do you cast this? Like, what do you yell or say?
The cast is all going to come through in Roland's voice as he points at her again and says, "My lovely lady, I cannot have you leaving this jail. We have many questions for you. Come, we have much to discuss." And Roland is going to sit down.
As you say it, she turns and you immediately see the hand crossbow point straight towards you. Let me read this ability she has here. Okay, excellent. I said hand crossbow, right?
Yeah.
Okay,
Mhm.
good. She pulls and aims the hand crossbow at you. So is that your turn, or do you have anything else?
Well, I probably can't get out of the jail cell, so I'm just gonna sit. It's my turn.
Okay, so I'm going to save the table here. So, because we decided to start before Lilith and them arrived, we are going to take a quick moment to what is happening outside of the prison. So, this is rewinding about an hour or so in the past. Essentially, Lilith, you were at the Triglio, right? Or were you at Three Flags
I,
Sailing?
I was at the Triglio, right
Okay.
next to where they were getting interrogated.
Yes, exactly. So, as you were there in the Triglio, Cephix Caltro comes into you. This is the gentleman that you all saw working with Torgs and that you think is a murderer. And during the discussions that you guys had, he was essentially aware that your group was going to work with on discovering what Nerith was up to, and you guys were going to meet that night, except Nerith was brutally murdered by an assassin.
Ah.
So, what happens here is that it is late at night, and you are in the Triglio. There is Owen there, or Owen was the one from over here. The Triglio is just a very run-down, boring place. There's not anything special here. Just basically serving drinks as you're listening to people just talk about how shitty Icewind Dale is. The place is definitely run down. The owner seems to be a little distracted by kind of what is going on in the town. It's kind of the talk. This man is the owner here, Justin.
Ah.
You do see that he is missing an eye, kind of like Nerith was for a short moment in his life. So, essentially, as you're there, Justin has nothing interesting to offer you in regards to what you were searching for about what was going on with your hero. But Cephix Caltro arrives and walks in later, and sort of approaches you in your table. Why, hello, Lilith. Good evening.
How do you say his name again?
Cephix, or you can call him Caltro, your choice.
Hey, Cephix, how's it going?
It's going quite strange. If I remember, your friends were looking at meeting Nairth Maxilender, and instead, it appears that they have murdered him.
What?
I believe you were there, were you not?
I've been here for a while, trying to gather information on somebody I'm looking for.
Well, that's kind of interesting, because I'm looking for some information on gathering as well. So, I made contact with your friends and gave them some tools they would need to get out. However, in my efforts to track down additional information on what Nerith was doing so we could get evidence for your friends, It seems that I have discovered that there is going to be an assassination attempt on their lives.
Oh, fucking great. Of course. They murdered a frickin' they wait. Do they wait, so they kill I'm like now whispering to him, wait, they killed the mayor?
They most specifically did.
Well, fuck. Now they're gonna be wanted by a fucking Assassin's Guild. Oh, fucking great.
I don't necessarily know who Nairth was working with, but it was definitely something powerful enough to influence Targos. So, I've already believed that one of your friends may know what's going on there, but I think we need to make sure that your friends don't end up in a worse place.
Great. Well, point me in the right direction at least.
All right. Well, I
But,
think I'm gonna miss out on this action. I've been
but the
waiting
key word is I wonder how many assassins they're gonna send for
enough
this
enough
party.
to get the job done, my friend. But I don't think that they were expecting such hearty resistance. So you and I
Well,
will
we
go over
better get out
because
there.
I'm not gonna miss a chance to get rid of these guys who are messing up my lottery.
Then
And
let's
so
get our going.
Cephix, and then you guys are going to the guardhouse.
Yeah.
Uh,
Well, I'm just
Axel,
gonna follow him.
Axel, you are observing the outer area. Give me a second here to just throw your figure on the board real quick here. So you are you still disguised as what's her face?
Yes.
Okay. So Zira. Okay. Yeah. So you are still disguised as I don't have her figure anymore, but we'll use it. So as you're walking up, or as you're observing the place, you see Cephix and Lilith sort of approaching the front steps of the guardhouse here. And Lilith, you immediately, alongside of Caltro, as you kind of step in, you immediately see. Wow, did it not save any of the?
Guards.
No, are the boxes hidden? Are the boxes there? No, right?
No, shadows and
Oh,
shadings.
weird. Okay, so as you guys step in, you immediately see just slaughtered guards. Just
Jesus Christ.
immediately, like these men have been swiftly dispatched.
Jesus Christ.
Uh-oh, boys, we might be too late. Damn. As Cephix kind of begins to take off.
I'm gonna follow after, as I have weapons drawn at the ready.
All right, excellent. So as you guys get to about right here, I'm just gonna kind of be running through. So this guy was not. So immediately as you turn, you see there should be another assassin here too. Yeah, you see two guys sort of standing there. One is like a small cloaked halfling, possibly gnome, with some small bearded stubble, and another man who looks like a carbon copy clone of Axel, that you're used to. So behind you rushes in the white dragon that you guys had seen previous, Zira, rushing behind you. I know she's. But yeah,
Been a while since I seen you.
Vacation.
You hear
Vacation
Axel's
in Icewind Dale.
you hear Axel's robotic voice come out through it.
What the? I'm gonna quickly turn and say, "What the fuck did you do? God damn it!" Do I even see these people like
So
that
you,
are?
you do see it. So go ahead and roll yourselves some initiative.
Fucking vacation.
Okay. Between Minnie and Lilith, who has the higher dex?
My dex score or my modifier?
Just score.
13. 'Cause I got a 7 on my dex or my initiative.
Minnie, what's your dex?
Axel, I was on vacation.
Okay. Okay, so here's what we're gonna do, since it pretty much plays out the same because of what you guys have rolled, Lilith and Axel, you guys will be doing your turns at the same time because it just works out easier.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, cool. All right, let me just these guys. Okay, hell yeah. Okay, all right, excellent. So we will let you guys do one round of combat up here, and then that will solidify everyone kind of going back and forth between what happens up top and down below. Okay, so up top, what will be happening is this assassin will be taking the first action here up top. And so immediately, what you see, weird, is you immediately see this assassin extend their hand as it begins to fill in their hand with what looks to be like an orb of lightning, as you just see them throw this at Lilith. What's your armor class, Lilith?
Armor class is 17.
All
Not
right.
17, 15.
So describe as you are missed by this electrical orb.
As I see this ball of light come at me, I just quickly shift my weight as I kind of get off balance to dodge it to the side.
All right, and as you dodge it, roll me a perception check.
No passive, okay. Let's see. Perception. Perception is a +3. Oh. 13.
As you see the lightning crackle in her hand as she throws it, you are the Wild Rager, right? The Magic Rager?
Yeah, I'm the wild magic.
Yeah, as you see it throw, it's almost like there is an unstable rune etched into their arm that you kind of see from your knowledge of magic runes and everything sort of pulsate outward as you see kind of magical energy of that lightning arc into the spaces around the assassin, like in its immediate area, that you think may be dangerous, where if they cast a spell, it may be unstable in some sort of way. As the assassin begins to go up the stairs for a vantage point.
Shit. This isn't good.
Yeah, Axel, your turn.
He's still using the robotic voice.
Yeah.
I hated the song is not playing.
What
Beep
song?
The vacation song.
By vitamin C.
Alright, so there's one assassin on first.
Can you turn that off for the moment?
Yes, please.
Yeah, I'll help you configure it to where it actually comes through clear.
Yes, please do, because I don't want to listen
Yeah,
to that,
that one.
during D&D sessions. Also, that reminds me, how is the new D&D session that y'all starting off?
Swell.
All right. So, what are you doing, Axel?
So I guess try to keep up the roofs here. I'm gonna run up and use my rapier instead of actually using my bow.
Okay.
And to attack.
You were right here, right? That's the figure I have for 0. Would you roll?
What? He's calling me. Give me a second.
23 on the first attack.
All right, that is definitely a hit.
7 damage.
Okay.
$13 on the second attack.
Okay. 13 on the attacker damage.
On the second attack.
That is a miss.
Okay.
All right.
Control.
What's that?
Nothing. Talking to Hunter.
Oh, okay. All right. Okay. So then we have the assassin 1, who is going to go ahead and make 2 attacks against Axel. What's your armor class, Axel?
16.
Okay. So that is 1 hit. And whew, are you resistant to poison damage? I just feel like I have to ask that now.
I have advantage on saving throws against poisons, and I'm resistant.
Okay. Okay, so in that case, so this isn't the total number, but you will be taking 4 poison damage and 9 regular damage. So you'll be taking 13 damage total, 4 of that poison. As the assassin sort of takes 2 quick stabs at you, missing the one, but slicing you with the other along the side of the leg, as you can kind of feel like poison on the blade. Lilith, your go.
Why is this guard standing? Huh?
Oh,
Suspicious. So I know the second assassin ran up the stairs.
you can
I
still
saw
see him. You can still see him. He's just like looking down at you over a railing, like arrow pointed down on you.
5, 10, 15, 25.
Yeah, you can definitely make it.
I'm gonna quickly flick around.
All right.
While charging up, I'm going to rage.
Okay.
When I activate my rage, my magical ability goes off.
All right.
So let me just get to that so I can see. Class features. Wild Surge. I roll a 1d8 and I get a magical ability.
All right.
Let's hope it's something good. Number 2. You teleport up to 30 feet of an unoccupied space that you can see until the end of your rage. You can use this effect as a bonus action.
So you didn't even run up the stairs. You just
No,
Nothing
I would start
personal, kid.
running and then
Yeah.
instantly just teleport behind him.
Nothing personal, kid.
As I now just take a swing with my, I want to say, wait a minute. Oh yeah, I had a long sword and shield. I don't know why. Was that with my shield? Yeah, 15. Okay. I'm swinging with my long sword. But I get advantage as they just saw me running up in front of them and then just came up right behind them.
No, mostly because as you do it, the assassin sort of immediately like kind of makes a quick action back. These are pretty well
Damn.
trained.
Oh well, I fucking.
Yeah, like as you
Damn it.
go to do it, he sort of
Yeah, I
immediately turns and kind of twigs your blade in between his two as he just throws it aside.
Damn,
As,
that sucks.
Let me see here real quick. As Cephix Caltro is below you guys, and what you see him do is you see him sort of open his hand, and immediately in his hand appears a dagger made of ice as he hurls it past Zira and goes to strike the assassin, at which point the ice dagger impales into Assassin's one arm as you see it. As it strikes in, as it passes through, it begins to melt, and you see it start to freeze part of the skin around it, as Assassin 1 sort of howls in pain. All right. Now, we are back at the top with regular initiative here, since everybody got to take their first turn. So I'm going to save this table here. Targos. Assassin building overwrite. So now we go back to the top of the initiative order, which is going to be in the Targos prison, as we have the Drow assassin running. Was going to run, but you now see her staring down at Roland Piaget, who, in his prison stall, is standing there valiantly, sort of yelling for her to fight him. As Davin, you see her pull the crossbow out, and you see as she takes a shot, it's almost like instinctually your weapon goes to interrupt it, to kind of provide that disadvantage, and you see her just immediately deftly move to the side as she is unaffected by disadvantage in your weapon's presence. As she fires a shot at Roland. What is your armor class, Roland?
18.
As it strikes you, Roland, are you resistant to poison damage? Is this a small theme of the group I didn't realize?
No.
Okay. So, you are going to be struck for 17 points of damage as you feel the bolt sort of rip. Oh, okay. Thank you, Adrian. You see the bullet kind of skim across your shoulder as you go to dodge, but as it scrapes, you can feel a massive amount of poison just kind of eep and ooze in and around the wound as you start to see your shoulder become necrotic as the skin around it is dying. And is this a concentration spell?
Yes.
So, Z-Man, is it half the damage, 10 plus half, or is it the damage?
It's 10 or half, whichever's higher.
So that is going to be 10. So DC 10 on your concentration check.
I think I passed.
Yeah, like you are just absolutely unfazed. Describe your wondrous might as like your shoulders just necrotically oozing away. Do go ahead and describe it. That's pretty wicked.
Having yelled at her, Roland is just going to stand there with arms crossed. The crossbow bolt is going to embed itself into his shoulder, and he's going to look down at it and then look back at her.
All right, Tano, as you are pretending, laying on the ground, convincing of everyone, what are you doing on your turn?
Well, noticing that everyone's just kind of fighting, I'm gonna attempt to bash.
Okay. Do you wanna do?
I want to bash this wall down. Like I want to knock this wall that she's next to. I want to knock it down.
So you probably won't be able to knock it all down, but you can definitely knock like a hole and maybe some debris. Do you want to do it violently where you take the damage and get advantage?
Yeah, I do.
Okay, awesome. So
Did you just take my dice? Are you just taking my dice? Get out of here!
So when you roll your dice, just roll the d6 as well, and that'll just be the damage you take for your attempt.
Sneaky. The D6 you said?
Yep. So just roll all three, and then the d6 is just the damage.
Oh my god! All right, I do not do it. I take 4 damage, and then I'm gonna fall over again. And be like, oh.
So much more convincingly this time, as you guys actually see that Tana, and Tana, you may be thinking that perhaps that one weak spot that you made earlier might only be the weak spot in this cage, just from your experience with the strength of this cage. It's just not what you out, man.
All right, so yeah, this time my performance I rolled a 9.
The drow sort of looks at you as you're sort of down on the ground. I'm beginning to believe that this man is not as useful as I thought he was. I will offer again. Tell me where the one who killed Naerth is, and I will let you walk away.
Who's she speaking to?
Everyone kind of genuinely, as like she's kind of forced to lock eyes with Roland. So it's almost like she's kind of looking, but she constantly has her vision drawn back to Roland after every like second.
Let me out!
I am trying, but your friends are making it quite difficult.
Give her a big smile at that.
And then it is going to flip to Davin's turn.
You're going nowhere.
All right. Are you getting up in her grill? Ooh.
So 2 attacks, one from myself and one from my
Mhm,
spiritual
mhm.
weapon.
You still doing the same thing, the pink and all that, or the red, yellow?
Yeah, yellow will be spiritual weapon, and then Warhammer instead this time. So
The little McDonald's dice.
okay, so fantastic. 18 and 12.
All right. So the 18 does hit. The 12 misses. So was the 18 was yours, right?
Correct. So that'll be 10 damage from my weapon.
So as you are swinging the hammer, it's like she goes to jump out of the way and dodge like she normally does, but Roland's vision that's locked on her, it's almost like as she goes to step away, she's almost at that maximum distance, and she just gets pulled back in as you just slam her into the side of this with your hit.
All right.
All right. Yeah, so pretty strong hit. Is there anything you want to say or do as you slam her up against the wall?
Well, I already said it, so.
Oh, gotcha. You're going nowhere. Okay. Excellent. So then now we're at the first time where it deviates here. So we are going to save this table. And what we are going to do is we are going to flop back upstairs momentarily. To the assassin fight upstairs as Assassin 2 is engaged with Lilith as her longsword is pinned between his two blades as he turns to the side and immediately begins to do 2 swift strikes as one misses and one hits. Lilith, are you resistant to poison damage? Oh, Lilith stepped away. Okay, well, I'll just roll the damage and ask. So, okay. Okay. Excellent. All right. As Mal, immediately we swing back to you.
Mal is going to pick the lock to Roland's cell
All
and
right.
hand him the torch.
All right. Sleight of hand. Perfect. Yeah. So
Yeah.
immediately in this swift action, as Roland, your cage door swings open and a torch is tossed to you.
Thank you very much, Mal.
No problem. And that's going to be it for my turn.
Okay. You don't want to move or anything?
No, I don't want to be anywhere near that woman.
All right. And then for time's sake here, Minnie, go ahead and take your action, even though you're technically like super last in the initiative order. That way we don't have to swap back for your turn.
Oh yeah, I'm going to heal myself.
All right. Go ahead and heal yourself.
D8 plus. Okay. For 12.
All right. Excellent.
That's pretty good. And
Yeah.
I'll move up to. Actually, no, I won't move up. I will take one step back into the cell.
So she cannot move at all away now, right? Until that breaks.
Right. She can
Okay.
move closer to me, but she can't
She
move
can't
further.
move further. Okay. All right, as we swing back up to the top, and now we have Axel. I'm sorry, our intrepid hero Zira returning from the grave. She never died, she just left. Zira was another player we had who left like 2 sessions. All right, Chris, your go, man.
Alright, since I forgot to do it in the beginning, I'm going to use my Ranger feature, and I'm going to do the one that gives me the extra D4,
Okay.
and I'll attempt to attack the assassin.
All right.
So yeah, a 10 isn't gonna do it. So
Correct. So as you sort of bring down the rapier, again, these guys are sort of deflecting and parrying with their double blades, sort of interacting and swishing away. So now we are going to go ahead and just give it to Lilith, and then Assassin 1 will go. So, Lilith, what are you doing? You there, Hunter? Okay, so Assassin 1 strikes back at Zira. Ah! Kind of doing the same practiced motions as the one above, sort of the two immediate swipes of the short swords. And your AC is 15?
my AC is 16.
16? Okay. So one of those misses and one hits. And you're resistant to poison, right?
Yep.
Okay, Lilith, by the way, are you resistant to poison?
I'm resistant to fire.
So Axel, take 8 damage, including the resisted poison. So Lilith, so you will take 13 damage. You were in the bathroom when you got attacked by Assassin 2. So take 13, and you are now, it is your turn.
I get resistance while I'm raging.
I don't know, do you?
You gain advantage on think. You are resistant to bludgeoning, piercing, slashing damage.
Okay, so you will only take 10 damage instead of 13.
Ooh,
It helps, it helps.
yeah, but that's still getting me pretty low.
Well, I mean, you are fighting assassins.
Yeah.
You know, that's kind of what they do.
Assassin.
All right. Okay, so Axel went Assassin number 2. Okay, so Cephix Caltro, again, he sort of looks, guys, I'm going to go find out where their stuff is. I'll be back, as he goes running, and he gets to about right here, and you're going to see him sort of turn and throw, like, another ice dagger forms in his hand as he throws it up towards Assassin 2. And misses. Wow. Okay. As an ice dagger sort of flies past you and hits the ceiling and shatters, Lilith. As Cephix begins to run. Oh, not that way. Yeah, he's going this way. Is he? No. He's running this way and throws it. All right. Excellent. Okay. So now that is that. So we are now going to go back to the action-packed dungeon fight in the prison. Starting off with, of course, our wonderful outganged, outpinned, wasn't expecting a bunch of guys to be breaking out of their prison cell, Drow assassin. As she looks at you, Davin, as your hammer has her smashed against the wall, as you've got like your shield pinning her with, "You're not going anywhere," as you see her kind of bust out from behind the shields as she begins to pull out 2 short swords, and you see her goes to make 2 attacks against you. You're AC 18, right?
Correct. She should have disadvantage from Roland, right?
Yeah, she's definitely...
Disadvantage.
Yeah, as she now learns the new part of the magic. As both strikes come nowhere close. Describe how you want to make her look like a punk bitch.
Basically battering her weapons aside. Ah!
Yeah, it's like it's almost like slow motion too. As you're bashing it, like she's trying to come down, and it's like Roland's magic is just making it slow. That you're just like, like.
And as I'm roaring in her face, like spittle is just
Yeah.
towards her.
You see the grimace on her face as she realizes what she needs to do. As she looks, as you guys are locked for a moment or two, as then she looks at Roland. Excellent. So then now it is going to go to Tano's turn. You gonna try to do the same thing and bash through it?
Is she within
You can grab her through the bars if you want.
Okay, first I'm gonna try to use deception to convince her to give me a weapon.
Okay. Go ahead and do that at disadvantage.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay. So you're like, quick, give me a weapon. I'll help you.
Yeah, I'm gonna help you. And then he goes, no. All right. So grapple's what? Athletics?
So the way it works is you make an attack roll, and if you hit, we do an athletics check.
Rolled a 7, I guess.
So you do kind of grab hold of her in this case. You miss with the attack roll because it's low, but it's kind of like you go to pull her in, and it's Roland's magic in this case that she's just not able to move further. She's affixed by Roland, so you miss, but thematically it's you actually did grab her, you just can't pull her.
But wait. Okay, I can't pull her, but can I still hold on to her?
No. Basically, you're missing. I'm just saying thematically what happens now. Do you want to use action surge and try to grab her?
Yeah,
Okay.
I want to use action surge to try to grab her.
Okay, go for it. And no, I didn't get a chance to this. I was going to give you advantage because of Roland's spell. So go ahead and roll a second dice. I was thinking about it while you rolled. Okay, so that's going to hit. I know your attack bonus. So that hits. So now you roll an athletics check. What did you? How much?
I rolled a 5.
Okay. Let me see. Actually, real quick. Do you have to? For grapple, is it beating them or is it matching them? Hold on. I was just trying to. That's. I'm just gonna call it you grab her. I'm gonna just give the tie to the player in this case. Yeah. So she rolled a 4 + 1. Yeah. So you do grab her and you grapple her. So she gets the grapple condition. What the grapple condition does is it reduces her movement speed to 0, so she cannot move, and you can pull her and move her around. Yeah.
I'm just imagining him going, I can help you.
Yeah, I can help you quick. As she's trying to give it to him, and he just grabs her and pins her against the wall. Okay, so her speed becomes 0, and on your turn, you can drag her 3 squares. You only move 3 squares, but you can drag her 3 squares by grabbing her through the bars and pulling.
Okay.
Yeah. So yeah, she is locked in. Okay. I'm just imagining Tano being like, "Yeah, I'll help you. Come here." He just grabs her and throws her against the wall, and just starts punching her in the face. I'm helping.
Get over here,
Davin. Your go.
All right. Decisions. Yeah. I'm gonna keep going. I'm gonna swing with my warhammer and my spiritual weapon.
Yeah. So Tano's choking her up against the bar. She's like, as you're just wailing on her chest and stomach, just smashing into her. I'm assuming the spiritual weapon is a hammer as well, right?
What?
I'm assuming. Yeah. So she's flailing and kicking horrendously, just as Tano's lifting her up, choking her in the air, and her just kicks are it's making it so erratic that you just can't get a good lay on it. You were so used to that slow action from Roland.
So just to be clear, Devin has his hammer back? His weapon?
I never got anything taken. They just
Wait, I could have sworn they took our weapons from us. Okay.
Not me, anyway.
No, they never. I think they. Well, maybe they didn't. Did they?
No, they just escorted us down here and said,
"Oh
we're
shit!"
Question.
Yeah, because Roland's been calculating his armor as well, right?
Well, then I'm the only one that doesn't have a weapon
because
I actually
have his weapons either.
Oh yeah, because I gave up my I had my armor on.
You gave your weapons up. Yeah, you gave them up to Edwin and Charles.
I have my armor on, and they can't take that off even by force.
These cops are idiots. I should have clarified that. Fuck.
Hey, I still got my armor, which means I can shoot lightning bolts out of my hands, so I'm good.
Yeah, if I didn't have it, I would have made it with the first. Of the cage that I.
And the guys were kind of dumb.
Yeah.
The boss was the only competent person.
So those of you who handed your weapons over in the interview, so Tano, they took yours because you were. Everyone said you were aggressive. There we go. We're good. Davin was. Well, actually, Davin, you didn't get taken by the police. You volunteered yourself.
Correct.
Didn't
Yeah,
you?
I came in. They didn't take
Yeah.
anything from me. They asked some
Yeah, and
questions.
then
Said,
yeah,
you can
and
stay here for the night, and I was like, okay.
yeah. Okay, cool. All right, so Tano, you got a pin. So yeah. So Mal, yeah, you gave up your weapon, but
Mhm.
all right, you want to run up a butcher, prison brawl style? Let's do it.
Me?
Yeah.
Nah.
Oh, you sure?
Nah.
Oh.
I've still got my armor on. I'm gonna shoot a freaking lightning bolt at her.
Why would I need
I
this?
have-
I shoot lightning bolts.
So yeah, I'm gonna use my lightning launcher on my armor.
Okay. All right. Go ahead and do it.
It counts as a simple range weapon attack.
All right.
All right. So that would be that's a 15 to hit.
15.
Mhm.
That is a miss. Let me make sure. Hold on. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, that is a miss.
Yeah, 'cause I got a 15.
Yeah, that's what I thought. I was like, somebody missed by one. Yeah, so you just, again, the flailing action, you almost got it clipped. The lightning is like running through the cage bars for a second.
Well, damn. All right. That's all I got for the turn. Yeah.
Okay, so next one that we go to is going to be our resident assassin 2 upstairs. So we are going to save this table here.
And then swap to the top one.
Yeah, baby, yeah. Yeah, for Assassin 2, locked in a fight with Lilith as he pirouettes to the side, all majestically. And just as he's moving, does 2 flourishing swipes, trying to slice across your side. AC 15, right?
Yep.
As both strikes collide with your skin and slice through your unarmored defense, and you resist the hit. Your unarmored defense is right, because you have the unarmored on, right?
Yeah, I have on.
Yeah, so they hit up across your thick, callous skin and slide across, unable to land a hearty blow. As we now immediately shoot back to below.
Oh my god.
As we now have actually no, we are upstairs now. Sorry. My apologies. I mixed up one of the characters' names. Yeah, so we go back upstairs. As it is now Axel's turn. 0.
As we go back downstairs.
As we go back downstairs. It's just like a
WWE
Michael Bay.
match.
It's a Michael Bay movie with all these cuts. All right, Axel, your go.
Just gonna try to take this one out. $23.
23. All right, that is definitely a hit.
13 points of damage.
Okay. This gentleman definitely seems to be far-winded. You think if you get another hit like that, he might be gone.
Sweet.
All right. Is there? Do you have an offhand attack or anything?
I only have one melee weapon, so.
Okay. All right. So is there anything else you want to do on your turn?
No, I'm good.
All right. Lilith, go ahead and do whatever you're going to do to Assassin 2, and I'm going to roll Assassin 1's attacks on Chris.
Oh, great. It's gonna miss again. Take a chance. 18 plus 5.
That hits.
This is going to do good. Plus 2 plus my damage. Okay, so 1d8 plus 5. Maximized 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13.
All right. Excellent. Okay, yeah, so that was quite an impressive hit. He is still standing, and that's the first real hit he's taken. But that looked like it was a massive hit on him. Probably could only take about 2 more of those before
God
he's
damn it.
down. Like you smashed him hard. Um, as we're doing this, you assassin one, now realizing he's engaged with 2 people, does one thrust at you, Zero, which you dodge effortlessly as he then turns and does a backspin and slices Cephix Caltro's chest, just like an immediate slice all the way from his stomach up to his chest. Just a powerful hit that you could tell under normal circumstances would have annihilated someone, similar to shooting a guy in the eye. Just a deadly blow. You notice that as it slices up Cephix Caltro's chest, that like the inside of him almost appears to be ice, as some of that ice begins to re-merge over the wound. It's not fully closed, but you see that ice is beginning to seal up. As Cephix Caltro takes a blade and strikes it into the back of Assassin 1 as he was doing that fancy flourish. And you see that as the rapier stabs into him, it's almost like ice sort of explodes out from the blade as you see ice shards smash through Assassin 1's body as Cephix pulls the large ice blade out, and he goes, "Get to your friends," as he runs down this hallway. As Assassin 1 falls. That should end our actions up top. And we will be... So, Roland, you still have your turn. It's just easier to not flop back there.
I'm going to dodge.
Wow. What is Roland doing using all these powerful moves? Okay, so you get disadvantage against that, right? Or they get disadvantage against you on attacks?
Yeah.
All right. Powerful. Anything else you're looking to do?
Nah.
The absolute visible frustration on this Drow's face is unmatched against anything that you have seen recently. Just pure, anger fills it as you see her kind of struggling and fighting. She kind of throws the blades down and kind of grabs her hand crossbow off of her hip as you're seeing that even in this struggle with Tano holding her up with the blades coming by, she is deftly aiming through, avoiding the disadvantage from that, but not the disadvantage from Tano choking her out and you dodging. So she will be striking at disadvantage. Bullet just goes flying wild, slams into the wall far away from you as you definitely move to the left and right. You can tell that she is definitely overwhelmed right now as you sort of hear her scream, "Help me, you idiots! I need help!" As you can tell that she's now screaming for help. Very panicked as well compared to the calm, cool voice that she had before. And yeah, so that was Roland. So that was hers at the top of the round, was that action. And then now we go to Tano. You still have her grappled. She's she didn't try to get away.
Now I can move her 3 spaces, correct?
Correct.
Can I attempt to pull her through the bars?
You can. It won't work, but I will allow you to deal damage to her if you would like. As you're essentially cramming her into it.
And do I attack at advantage?
So you do not attack at advantage in the grapple.
Can I is her
but
Just
Do-
go for the
do-
backbreaker. Just
do-
pull her against the bars and crack her back.
due to her circumstances, I will give you advantage on your attack. I don't understand how that situation would not give you advantage.
Well, it's like I'm either gonna try to get her crossbow from her, or I'm gonna try to pull her through the bars.
Or snap her back.
I mean, if I succeed, won't I just break the bars?
I'm pretty
might
sure
break
she'll
her.
break before the bars would.
Yeah.
All right, let's see.
yeah.
Let's see what happens.
So
Bones are
I
weaker
will give
than
you
metal.
a choice. Do you want to wrestle? So I haven't looked at the
It
roll. Don't say it.
doesn't matter.
Don't say it. I haven't looked at the roll.
Natural 20.
Are you going to try to steal her weapon, or are you going to try to
I'll
damage
pull
her
her
through
through
the bars?
the bars.
Okay. All right.
The
So
drow broke before the bars
go
did.
ahead and roll me a 1d6.
Oh my god.
Actually, 2d6 because it was technically a critical. Sorry.
Oh,
Just
this
word
is-
of advice: drow are not made out of silly putty. This is gonna be a little difficult.
Oh wow. Oh wow.
I
Yeah.
rolled
Oh,
Maybe-
2 natural 20.
Yeah.
Maybe not.
And what is your modifier on damage?
I don't. I mean,
It's
with
just
weapons-
the strength. It's the strength
Oh,
damage.
it's plus 3. It's
Plus
straight.
3.
Hold up,
so
I'm getting a
9,
picture of this real quick.
10, 11, 12. Yeah, Jesus, dude, that's a lot for essentially bare-handing someone. Let me see this here. So, jeez. So as you're sort of choking her out and kind of pulling her in, Davin, Mal, Roland, you guys see like Tano just like breaking her up against this as she's like flailing, and you're starting to see like kind of her robes and clothing sort of becoming tattered. You're realizing that for the amount of damage that you have done, you would expect to see her in a much worse spot. But kind of as you reveal her body, it's just sort of covered in scars, damages, like it looks like it's been patched up and like stapled together in a lot of places. You could tell that this woman has been through hell prior to you and is much less weathered than you would imagine from what you have recently fought. She seems to be almost as tough as the Verbeg. The Doug that you guys remember. So,
Rare
while it looks
thing.
like you guys have the upper hand, this possibly could change quickly, as well as you guys heard that she had called for backup. All right. So, Tano fucking him up over here. Davin, your go.
Question. Davin's holding on to her through the bars. Is he like touching the bars, or is he just pulled her through enough where he's not touching the bars?
What would you like? Like, so, I mean, you guys can take a moment and talk real quick. Like, you can be like, get away from the, like, pull her, but don't touch
Well,
the
I'm
bar.
assuming that because he pulled her so close that he is not touching the bars would be my guess, but I wanted to verify that before I did what I planned to do.
Well, I guess, what do you want to do? And just talk to Scott about it. And,
I'm going to cast Heat Metal on the part of it.
Oh,
She is-
yeah, so,
against-
so say it to Tano, man.
Tano, don't touch the bars! And then I'm going to cast the spell, and they're going to glow red, scalding hot.
Yeah, so Tano, you pull back. I'm assuming you've just got her like where you're holding onto her clothes, pulling her up against it as you just watch Davin turn the bars into fucking hot metal.
holding irons.
Will she be able to escape if I do that?
Oh no! We're just saying thematically.
Okay.
You-
I was
you
like,
are-
because
yeah.
I'll hold on to her.
No. We're just
Hot
saying
bar.
you're not getting burned as well, is what we're saying.
Okay.
Like, so he's telling you like just pull her close to it, so you're like holding on to her by pulling her hard against the bar, and you're not touching the bars.
Okay.
Yeah,
Burning
and
her
so
back.
now, so she, how much? It's like 2d6 or something, right?
2 to 8, and that's automatic.
Yeah.
I'll also roll with my spiritual weapon, smashing her too.
Holy shit.
You guys are fucking brutal. I'm just.
Yeah, that's gonna hit. That'll be 21. So.
Combined
7
or just?
plus 21
Was that an attack
plus-
roll or damage?
Attack roll was 21.
Oh God, I was like 21 damage. Jeez.
Well, it's about to be.
Yeah.
So give me a second.
It's got to be 21 or more.
Sorry, I gotta calculate this real quick.
No, you're good. This is brutal.
Really awesome.
So 20 points of damage total.
Oh shit. Okay. All right. Yeah. So I mean, she is screaming. I imagine you say something about the forges of Muradin and just slap it as she's just being melted on it, as she's just screaming. As Tano, you're just watching her back like just turn into black chard as like just the smell of burning flesh is like filling in front of you. As, I'm assuming Tano's like laughing. I don't know why. I'm just imagining Tano's like, "Yeah,
No.
you bitch, you
Oh,
should have
no.
let me out."
I'm breathing
I
it
would
in.
like to point out that she is more useful to us alive. She's literally our only lead.
Oh.
Nobody's killed her
Ruin all
yet.
the
Yes.
fun. Kill her.
Tano's grabbing her hair by the back, and just like smashing her head around as well, like in between.
I'm
the
just
bars.
imagining that like everyone's fighting. There's just sudden freeze. Everyone just stops wrestling around and all looks at my character like, whatever.
Yeah. Roland's like, this bitch deserves it. Like,
I mean, I tried to pull her into the jail cell with me, like to keep her in prison, but her body just wouldn't come through the bars.
It's because she's not made of silly putty.
I got.
There's
that.
bones in her. While Drow may be really sneaky and able to get into places they're not supposed to be, their body is made out of actual like calcium bones, not cartilage.
I
It's
feel
not
like
an
if
octopus.
I feel like if I pulled hard enough, I can get her through.
That changed the math.
Yeah. What'd you say?
I said if she's heated up a lot, will that change the math for if he can pull her through the
Would you,
In
you
theory,
could
she would be
definitely
more malleable.
pull parts of her through.
Oh, God.
If you want to try to rip her arm off, I will.
Oh my god.
I mean, I was attempting to pull her through by.
I know. I'm just saying, like, now that she's like literally melting on the bars, you could probably try to put. Wow, you guys really hate Icewind Dale. This is the first bad guy we've gotten to fight in a while. They're gonna suffer for all the pain. Yeah. So normally we switch up to Assassin 2, and then we come back for Mal. What I'm gonna do is we're just gonna do Mal and switch to the top floor. So Mal, what do you want to do?
What's this woman's condition? She still looks like she could fight if she was able to get loose.
Yeah, but probably not for too much longer. She was, while she was scarred and damaged, those were definitely like healed, not burning alive on metal bars as a dwarf pounds your chest in, and another guy chokes you out from behind.
Can I try to disarm her?
Every modern day girl's dream.
I don't think
you
that's
want
the
to take
thing.
her arm off?
No. Her weapons. I want to remove the weapons from her possession.
Just cut her hands off.
There you go.
What's wrong with you people?
Hey, then she could never put up a weapon ever.
You know what? So there isn't really a disarm rule per se, but here's what I'm gonna do. Okay. Make an attack roll. And here's what I'm gonna do.
Model it after the fighter.
Yeah. So somebody thing is somebody just made it kind of similar to the shove and grapple. So go ahead and make an attack roll. And I'm going to make an opposed acrobatics check. I know that sounds weird. So yeah, go ahead and roll me an athletics or an acrobatics.
Oh no! I want to use the inspiration on that. That's a 5.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. So was that? So what's your attack roll though?
It's just would I even use my proficiency for this?
It's an attack roll? It's an attack roll.
Okay, just a regular attack roll. That's a total of like a 8. I don't think it's gonna work.
So as she is screaming and flailing her arms, as you grab her arm by the forearm and squeeze, as you kind of feel like part of the skin slide off.
Oh no!
as
Oh,
she's
did I just
getting-
deglove her arm? Did I just deglove her?
Not so much, because Mal's not violent like that, so you immediately let go, but the scream of pain makes her open her hand and scream as her crossbow falls to the floor. She already had both swords thrown to the floor so that she could pull out the crossbow and shoot at Roland last turn.
Cool. I'll kind of like kick that behind me. She's disarmed now. I think we
I'm
can
gonna
stop killing her.
look in disgust at Mal. Can't believe you did that.
And so yeah, so like part of her forearm is like the skin did slide off, but you stopped it before it like ripped it off, because you're a nice person, Mal. Okay, yeah, so you have her weapon. Do you want to shoot her with it?
Yes.
You can't, but I'm just asking if that's what you're gonna do.
Aww.
So you,
We
have
want
it.
her alive.
Why?
Okay, so is that what you're saying? Like, you want her alive?
Yes.
Okay, so that will be the last bottom turn for the moment. So we go back up top with Assassin 2. Again, sort of sliding and rolling around Lilith, kind of like dancing around you as he's attempting to strike. Yeah. Alright. AC 15, right? Haha, one finally fucking hit. So as he's sliding, he catches you in a point where you realize that he is dancing, and he's going for these like arcing slices, and then you just realize it's like boom, and you just see him like slam one right into the side of your rib. You have resistance still, right, to the regular portion of the attack?
Poison.
Okay. Not poison, right?
No, for me it's fire.
Sounds like you need to be resistant to poison, bro. Okay, so
But I do have resistance to piercing, slashing, and bludgeoning.
total of 7 damage after the resistance, as you feel that he goes for that stab as he tries to get it in. You're naturally resistant, hardy body. The bones kind of deflect most of the hit. You feel that it's coming more from the poison that his damage is than you. All right, and so now it's going to go to Axel. Assassin 1 is down, Axel, as Cephix ran off down the hall.
And I can't see the other assassin, so
You can.
because it's
You
behind.
see him. He's behind Lilith. You see them fighting.
Well, actually, he's starting to see me like stammer a bit and starting to
Yeah,
get
and
woozy.
Lilith's also kind of like phasing in and out of existence as she's like teleporting in between attacks, like swinging, and then she immediately like teleports to the side, and basically this guy is just like constantly moving to sort of try to counter it. They're in literally an anime action battle right now, in that she's like teleporting around and bringing the blade down, and he's like just like trying to block from all sides where he's spinning in that circle, because she's technically like phasing in and out of existence.
And Caltro, you said went down.
He ran that way, basically saying he was going to look for everyone's gear, and that you needed to get down to help your friends.
All right. Well, I'm gonna be like, you got this, right?
you see her like staggering slower and slower in between. She's pretty wounded.
Okay, so before I leave, I'll at least take a shot with my bow and arrow at Assassin 2.
All right. No cover or anything special, as Lilith is just phasing in and out. For thematics.
14 to hit.
14. That is a miss. It's by a very small amount. It's almost that this guy is twirling around so fast trying to block Lilith that he just actually straight up deflects your arrow as it's coming in out of just pure chance. That should have been a hit by normal circumstances. You missed by 1. So he was very lucky in his block. All right, and then what are you doing with your move?
I guess I'm gonna slowly proceed downstairs.
Okay, so you can make it to the stairs, right?
You said
Okay.
slowly, so half speed, right?
Yeah. Like nonchalantly, so like 2 squares around.
Running, I'll just put it that way.
Yeah. All right,
just
Lilith, go, Lilith.
I'm gonna take another swing at him with my longsword.
Okay.
The great axe, but then my AC.
You do.
Ooh!
What's that?
That would be a 21 for the hit.
That does hit.
1d8 plus 5.
Okay.
Come on, another 8. 7. I'll take that.
Yeah, that's pretty good. All right.
12.
Yeah. So again, you kind of do your teleport. You come down and like kind of smash into him. As he sees that you're kind of weathered and you see that he's kind of beaten. He's gonna kind of look at you almost with like a nod of like, you want to walk away from this? Like, he's literally kind of looking at you with a look of like, you want to walk away from this? Like, he's kind of like realizing you're both weathered. He's offering you a chance to walk away if you let him walk away.
Can I just punch him right
No, you can choose to not, like, you can choose to blink in the way to like block where he's going, or you can choose to blink away, right?
It depends. Like, I could currently, 30-foot step anywhere.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, he's
Well, let's see how
he's
this blow is
scared.
about to turn out.
Okay, so you want to go another round?
One more round.
Okay. All right. Excellent. Okay, so we will go ahead and load up the prison where God, this is such a horrifying scene of a dwarf just hammering you in as you're just like pierced up against the wall and weapons.
Yes.
People degloving you.
Square peg, round hole
Yeah.
kind of situation.
Okay,
Except they're determined to make it fit anyway.
So it goes back to Roland's turn as the bottom of the initiative.
So she's pretty much fucked, right? Like,
I mean, right now she pretty much can't move. She's absolutely pinned. So she can't move further than 30 feet from you. She's pinned up against the wall to where she has literally 0 speed. And Davin and Tano are just like setting her on fire and punching her to death and pounding her. She is fucked, straight up.
all right, yeah, I want to get in on this.
Oh, Jesus.
I'm imagining what's that JoJo meme where everybody's just kicking that one guy when he's on the ground, and then
No.
the guy comes over after drinking the drink and just starts pounding him. All right.
I'm just gonna go for a slap across the face.
All right. So go ahead and roll me a melee attack roll. At this point, just take advantage. Like, what's the point? Like.
All right, well, one's a 12, the other one's... All right, so that's like a plus 4, it's like a 16?
So that does hit. So allow me to go ahead and just sort of, for dramatical action purposes, because she will most likely not... One second. Since really there's no point in continuing this on, as this is like when we were playing Lancer and there was one bad guy left. Roland, as you go for this slap across the face, do you want it to be the knockout slap, or do you want it to be the finishing blow?
Knockout slap.
Okay, so dramatic moment, punch, Tano, you feel her go limp. Do you let her go, or do you burn her?
Keep burning her.
As everyone is staring at you, Davin, do you keep pounding into her with the hammer when you see Roland just kind of cold cock her?
She's unconscious, right?
Yeah, basically he is just knocked her unconscious.
I let her go.
All right, so she kind of falls. She collapses to the ground unconscious. You guys hear steps coming from here.
Medicine check to make sure she's not gonna die before authorities get a chance to see,
All right, roll me a
or
medicine.
before we get a chance to question her.
Roll me a medicine.
Oh no. Yeah, she looks great. Got a 5.
No, you honestly don't know, because the extent of the damage is incredibly severe.
This
You're
is far
not
beyond
sure.
my talents.
Yeah, you're just not sure which wounds are the most prevalent. Like it's just an overwhelming. It's like the Operation board game guy. If he actually came into your operating table and you're like, everything is wrong with this man.
Cool.
You want
If I'm not unsure, I'm gonna cast Cure Wounds.
Oh, I mean, if are you basically just trying to stabilize her type thing?
Yeah.
Okay, expend a spell slot and I'll let you stabilize her, but not wake her up. What's up,
Yeah.
Tommy?
Okay.
Do we have any of those berries that heal people?
Axel's not here.
I mean, like, does anyone have any?
No.
Well, okay.
Yeah,
Oh,
they
yeah,
last for
24 hours.
24 hours, but
Also, Axel's gone.
yeah,
Who was asking that?
Tano.
As he does, I'll just do a healing word on him.
Or no,
Well,
I think, no, he was
the
he was saying, do you want to stay? So do you guys want to have a berry to stabilize the drow? Just pop a berry in her mouth.
Oh, never mind. Okay, sorry.
Yeah. Okay. Do you want to do that, Mal? Just pop a berry in her.
If that'll work, yeah.
Yeah, that'll stabilize.
Save the spell.
Okay. So downstairs, real quick. We're kind of out of initiative for you guys downstairs for the moment. You guys hear steps coming down, like a walk coming down the stairs. How do you position yourselves?
I'm immediately going to drag this
Tano,
drow.
do you want to break out of the jail cell?
I'm gonna ask for the picks. Or
I need those as a spellcasting focus.
Well, but basically, I'm asking you: do you just want out of the cell? However, you want to get
Yeah,
out of the cell,
I
you
want
can
that-
achieve it.
I will be working on releasing you just because if this could be more fighting, I want you out.
Yeah.
But I want to put the drow in the cage that I'm in.
Oh, okay.
I
So
don't-
you guys are throwing.
That works.
So do you guys want to throw her?
I was going to throw her in the far cage over here, but
I mean,
Yeah,
whatever.
wherever you guys want to throw her. So Tano, you get
I'm
out.
still gonna get Tano out.
Yeah. So you guys are over here. Davin and Roland throw her over in there. Yeah, just. like
Was the
that.
weapon cache thing that was right here? Was that accidentally there?
Yes,
Just
that was
there was-
accidentally
okay.
there. Yeah. All right. So you guys hear steps. So you guys are there. Is anyone preparing for the steps coming down here?
Oh, dude, I'm right here. I'm ready to kick him. Whoever it is on the stairs.
Okay. All right. So are you ready in action to tackle whoever comes down?
Yeah.
All right. Cool. Give me just a second here. I'll be right back. I gotta handle something. So, quick 30 seconds. All right.
All right. Did anyone? We didn't take any. We didn't check to see if the drow has something that she could.
we
Any
can check.
further weapons or stuff? Yeah, we should probably check that.
Yeah, we'll check that after.
Oh shit! Did anyone pick up her weapons that she dropped?
I kicked her crossbow away from her, and her swords already got dropped.
Did anyone pick those up so that they have weapons?
I will take the sword. I want a sword.
It's probably a pretty
Davin.
good one too.
Davin. Roll me a quick perception check while you're throwing the drow chick into the
19.
19. So you remember that she kind of had that small, thin, almost like a ruler, that wooden ruler.
Oh, yeah, where'd that
kind of
go?
in her hand. So you notice that she sort of stowed that away quickly on herself as she kind of began to attack, and it catches your eye as you pull it out. And your perception check is because you can feel from your ability as a craftsman that the inside of it feels like it's going to be hollow or thin. So it's kind of like, imagine like a wooden ruler that kind of feels hollow.
Okay, snag it, store it. Be ready for the stairs.
Okay, all right. So you guys see Davin sort of pull this thing off of her and kind of pocket it as you slam the door shut.
What about her weapons? Like, Mal, are you gonna pick up the crossbow?
I mean, the crossbow doesn't really do any more damage than my lightning launcher.
There's a hand crossbow and 2 short swords on the ground that she dropped throughout the fight.
Roland grabbed one of the swords.
Okay.
Then,
I've got my lightning hands. I'll be fine. It does the same damage to the
and then
crossbow.
I guess I'll grab the crossbow and the sword if no one's gonna
Okay.
grab them.
And the hand crossbow, by the way, Tano, is a light offhand, so you can actually like attack with the sword and shoot with the crossbow.
Nice.
It's a little clunky game mechanically because of disadvantage and whatnot, but you can shoot the guy coming down the stairs if you want now.
Okay.
Okay. So we're gonna go back upstairs as Zira is walking down the stairs. And we have Assassin 2, who is here, the thing. So, Assassin 2 kind of steps to the side, Loth, and he kind of looks at you this time and he says, so are we walking away or are we doing this?
Can I question off table? How does he look like? Is he about to like full on run as soon as he turns?
So what is your percentage of health?
Right now 6.
So yeah. So he looks like he's legitimately saying that he is going to walk away.
I wonder if I could fucking sneak get an attack of opportunity. Oh no, he'll disengage. I go down fighting. This will end with one of us on the floor.
All right. As you see him kind of look at you as he kind of goes, huh? As
Die with honor. Rolls a natural 1 and I just
No.
like
as oh, this isn't this. Boy, wait for me to type in the wrong spell, and I was like, this
Yay.
feels way more powerful than nothing like trying to type in color spray and you get prismatic spray. I was like, this is all right. So you see this you see him sort of motion his left hand as he puts the blade away and it comes back. You notice his hand is just full of dazzling energy. And you remember that it seems like when he casts a spell that the mark on his arm lights. And so I need you to go ahead and make me a Constitution saving throw real quick as you notice the power in his arm just...
Damn, why can't it be a fucking dex because I get advantage? That will be a 18.
18? All right, so you do pass for half damage as... well, good thing is he can't knock you out with this.
Yes!
Because of that. But you do end up taking 4 damage from the explosion. However, what that does do is make this next part automatic. So
Damn,
he
doesn't that give me an attack of opportunity?
so he immediately throws so he immediately throws as you see literally blinding prismatic sand kind of appear and splitter everywhere as it's kind of a red, yellow, and blue as all of the things sort of shimmer and all of a sudden your eyesight is blinded in prismatic kaleidoscope colors. You are now blinded as a condition, which gives you disadvantage on attacks. Let me make sure.
The fuck?
Yeah, so you automatically fail any check that requires sight, and your attack rolls have disadvantage, and his attack rolls against you have advantage. And so go ahead and roll me a perception check really quick.
God damn!
At disadvantage, since you're blinded.
At disadvantage.
Yeah.
Blinded.
Yeah.
18 and 17, so
Perfect.
perception,
Okay,
17,
so,
18, 19, 20.
You hear his feet as he just begins running down the stairs. So you
I take
will
attack
get
of
your
opportunity.
attack of opportunity at disadvantage.
I
'cause you're
reckless
blinded.
attack.
Yeah.
I reckless attack. Give me an advantage.
So can you?
I get normal.
Hold on. Can you reckless on a AOE? Reckless attack, 5th edition.
As your first attack during your turn.
Yeah, this is not your turn. This is his
Damn
turn.
you.
Yeah, so it's at disadvantage.
Fuck. Man.
I thought you wanted to see it to the end! As you then hear him just absolutely book it, and he starts running. I'm just going to throw him over here for the moment, because you can't see.
Dick.
As you are currently blinded.
Alrighty. Yeah, that takes an action to fucking do that, so I can't fucking teleport in front of him.
You can't see where you're going either.
No, but technicality, I can do magic awareness where I can sense in 60 feet of me where magic is coming from.
Yeah,
And that
you're
rune on his arm would fucking give me a ting.
Yeah, I give you that.
Through walls.
Does it work through walls? Yeah.
It says, as an action, you open your awareness to the presence of magic within 60 feet of you. I
Okay.
can learn the school and everything.
You're gonna ping it. You're gonna sense the magic. You're gonna charge and just hit a wall.
He's gonna charge, hit the wall, and then the guy just stabs him in the side and kills him. He's got advantage on him. Nothing personal, kid. All right. So.
As I now just take a seat on the steps.
Yeah, as you can hear, he definitely. So you're just sitting down.
Yes.
Let me see if you get a thing at the end.
Says I can't fucking see.
Wow. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. All right. So yeah, you're not sure how long this thing is gonna last. Your eyes are just like you're just seeing kaleidoscope colors, like they're just changing in patterns. As we are going to go ahead and save this table.
Guys, a little help.
All right, and we go back to the Targos prison as Tano, you see Zira, that old the old companion of yours, walk down the stairs, the white dragon from way back in the day. Step down through the door. Tano, another one of my friends is just a bad guy.
Who is this?
So this is a player that left the game when you right as you guys came in.
Oh, cool. Let's kill him.
But yeah, so Tano, Zira comes down. Do you want to take your shot or do you want to just hold it?
Help.
I mean, I assume I recognize them.
Oh yeah, you totally. Like I'm saying, you literally see your old friend Zira walk down the stairs. I'm just
Yeah.
I'm just letting you know
Yeah.
you don't have to take the attack if you don't want
No,
to.
I'm not gonna take an attack. Why would I do that? I'm gonna ask if they came alone.
Yeah. I don't
Now
know,
I
man.
take the attack. No, I'm kidding.
I wonder, can they hear me up top if
So-
I'm just
so
saying
you-
help?
No. That Caltro fella's with me upstairs, as well as the demon barbarian chick.
So you're used to Zira's feminine voice, but what meets you is Axel's robotic voice.
Whoa!
Help.
Oh.
Okay, well, I'm gonna just head downstairs then.
You're gonna head upstairs then?
Uh, is it upstairs? Yeah, whatever.
Yeah. You're going.
Upstairs?
Yeah. Okay, so you're heading upstairs.
Yeah.
All right. We'll pop you up there. So is anyone else heading up? Well, Zira comes down. So you, Davin, you see Zira. Mal, you see a large white dragonborn, sort of decked out in armor with fur put on it, dyed in black, kind of a very menacing figure. Except you heard it talk in Axel's voice.
I'm really
Nope.
confused, but Tano didn't seem to have a problem with them.
It seemed like Tano.
I have
knew
no
them.
idea what's going on.
Yeah, it seemed like Tano knew them.
Help somebody.
I'll wave at Davin.
I'm gonna look at Davin, look at Rowan's.
Between the fact that he's used this spell before to change into people.
Oh, easily. I mean, it's incredibly apparent for those of you who are here that
Okay.
you know this is Axel. Mal, your confusion is not so much that it's Axel; it's that who is this person that Axel is pretending to be is the confusion.
Yeah, that's I'm like, Axel, what are you doing here?
Help.
I heard y'all were gonna get killed by the Zentarum, so I wasn't gonna let that happen.
Trying to finish the job I started. He just kills Davin.
Perfect. Perfect.
No, he tells you he's here to stop you guys from being assassinated.
Is there more of them upstairs?
Barbarian demon chick was finishing the last one that I saw up there.
Someone roll a perception check.
Caltro's here though. He's looking for y'all stuff.
Well, in that case, I'm gonna go over to Prudence and see the exact condition of her.
She is straight up dead. Poison bolt straight to the heart. Whole entire chest area around her heart is just black, decayed flesh, like an incredibly powerful poison.
All right, I'm gonna
Man, that
look
had
for.
good-
Can I check the drow for that poison and see if she's got any more of it?
Yeah. So what you find is about 5 more crossbow bolts that you see. To make this actually matter here, give me a second. I'm trying to remember this specifically. As you feel the crossbow bolts and you pick them up, you notice that it seems like the tips of them are covered in what almost looks like some kind of oozing green fungus. Like coated in it. Obviously, from the damage to Prudence, you know that this is definitely some kind of poison.
Yeah, it is. All right, gonna take that, and I'm going to head upstairs and look for the leader of the guard. See if I can find her somewhere alive.
All right, so you're gonna head upstairs as well.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so we have Axel, Davin, and Roland downstairs. You guys notice Mal kind of walked in, took some stuff off of the drow, and is walking out. What are you guys looking to do?
I said, "Wow, y'all killed someone else."
There you go.
Suppose it is time we figure out what the hell is going on.
Ed, whatever you do, don't touch this metal.
The metal that's on fire?
No, that thing I should have never took.
Oh, so he's holding a piece of chardron in his hand. The metal.
One hand, not the other hand.
Actually,
Yeah, like in his metallic gloved hand.
I'd like to insight check.
Go for it. What are you inciting for?
If he's being honest about this being an issue for him, or if it's just a bullshit thing that he's telling us.
Are you trying to deceive them, Axel?
Sure, why not?
Oh my god.
I'm gonna give you disadvantage on this check, Axel, for one reason, and I'll explain it after you make the roll.
$15's the lowest.
Okay. And Davin, what was your insight?
I'd like to guidance too, by the way.
Sure, go for it.
Yeah, that's gonna be 22.
So, Axel, while you imitated the pattern of people that you have seen gone insane, what you did not match was the level of paranoia. Davin, you know from the 2 people that you guys have seen touch this, as well as the fear that the city had in East Haven had in regards to that demonic statue, that when they touch it and they become consumed by it, they become paranoid to the extent that he would have most likely not come to save you. He would have come to kill you to cover his tracks. Like, you realize that Axel is not under the influence of the stone. However, he did do a very good attempt to trick you. You almost believed him out of your friendship of working together.
Oh, I wouldn't lie to me again, Axel.
Lie to you? You're the only one that knew the truth.
Still blind, stumbling around.
All right, so are you guys
Anyway,
going
we need to go get the pot at the docks.
Okay, so are you guys going to do anything with this drow here?
I mean, the door. We shut the door. And...
Yeah. I just didn't. Okay. Yeah. I mean, like the door's shut. She's in there. She's semi-unconscious. She's stabilized. I was just curious if you guys were gonna do anything else with her.
Let's kill her.
I didn't know. Interrogate her, investigate with her. I don't know. Interact with her.
Not really.
Oh, you guys seem
This
like
would do for now.
Okay. All right. So Davin, you still have the what feels like a hollowed out ruler. Do you want to do anything with that?
Sure, I'll take a closer look at it. Just kind of keeping an eye on our good buddy Axel here too.
Yeah. So go ahead and roll me an investigation or wisdom check. Your choice.
13.
So, kind of in true Davin sense, you start to realize there's probably some kind of mechanism in this that makes it work, because up and down is kind of this little piece that slides, but you realize you could also just break it. Do you want to snap it in half or try to figure out how it works?
Figure out how it works.
Well, I think snapping it in half would.
You don't think it would mess up what's inside. You're almost like cracking a scroll tube to get inside of it, kind of feeling.
Cracking it.
Okay, so yeah, you sort of crack it, and as you crack it, you sort of see the mechanism as this little sliding thing is a lock, and if you got it in the right positions, it would fold open. But when you crack it, what you find inside of it is a small piece of paper kind of folded long ways a couple of times to where it would slide into this thing. So you have a piece of paper that's folded a bunch of times.
Open it up.
1,000 times it makes a blade.
So as you open it up, what you see is it is a document that is kind of written hastily that talks about the death of Nerith Maxilinder, and that those who assault the Zentarum will pay, and that they have dispatched this person along with 2 accomplices in order to not only kill the man who was involved with this, but also anyone else that they know would lead trail back to where they're going, and that they need to meet at the location by the end of night because they're leaving.
You mentioned the location?
No, it just states be at the location before we leave. Now, you did just hear Axel mention something about the docks. He did say something about the docks a moment ago.
Roland.
Hmm?
And I'll wave him over. Take a look at this.
Interesting. And we know that Sefik had said to go to the docks as well. Seems that all the eyes are going to meet there, yes?
Yeah, and I don't think it's going to be pretty. The Zentarum, all evil.
You see this white dragon you don't know talking like Axel.
I'm going to Pearl of Power to regain a spell.
Who gave you that item, bro? Shit's open. Okay, cool. So which spell slot? You don't have to tell me the spell, just a slot.
Second.
Okay, cool. All right, so you guys are sort of done there, and you're gonna head upstairs.
Yep.
Okay, so I'm gonna save this real quick because we are going to play out a small part here of Tano and them going upstairs first. So we'll write that. Okay. So we'll load this right here. So we have Tano stepping up with Mal, correct?
Yep.
Where's Mal's figure? What? Why do I not have a Mal up here? I'll just make more copies of you all. So, Tano, you sort of step up, and immediately what you see are several dead guards, as well as Lilith. Within mere seconds of being blinded, about 10 seconds later, your vision returns as you're sort of slumped up against the side of the wall.
All right. I just I'd go to check on Lilith to make sure they're okay. And
So as you see Tano rush up and he's using his orcish swiftness, Mal, out of the corner you see Cephix Caltro walking, and kind of over one shoulder he's got a large great axe, over another he's got slung your gun. As he goes, Mal, as beautiful as ever, baby. How you doing? And
Doing well.
I think this is yours. As he just lightly kind of tosses you the rifle.
Yes, thank you.
And pulls off a thing of ammunition off of his belt. Seems like they didn't treat you guys like regular prisoners. Hey, big man! As you're kind of looking to Lilith, you see your axe and hammers kind of strung over his shoulder. He's carrying them with relative ease. There you go. Just hands up to you.
all right, so just out of character, I don't remember who this is.
So
This is the guy who. This is the guy who's been killing people that have been bribing their way out of the.
Okay, so this is the one
lottery.
that came in as an owl, like a.
Yes,
Yeah,
yes.
he's
Okay,
the guy that
that's-
we
that's what I
convinced
thought,
him
like,
that we were actually part of it to get him to try to help us with all this shit.
Yeah. You guys were gonna convince him to get all the information from him and then kind of handle him. But this man is supposedly a known killer. Davin has had some experience with him, and Davin was like, he's a really nice guy, and so far he's been incredibly nice and polite with you. And yeah, so that's what
But-
you know at the moment.
But I did overhear that he is a.
Yes.
a
Yeah,
servant
it's
of-
like that's the whole reason my character's here is because we
you-
suspect him.
You do know that he was talking to Roland about them being brothers, and that
Oh, that
basically
thing, yeah.
Uriel is their mother.
Okay, I wanna tell him that everyone is downstairs, and I want to convince them to go downstairs with all their gear. Like, if I have to roll perception or persuasion, I
you
will.
can just say whatever you want to
Yeah,
say.
yeah, be like, hey, let's go, and I'm gonna follow them. Let's go downstairs and give all their gear. And I have my gear now, right?
Yeah. So Tano.
Let's meet up with everyone else.
So Tano seems to be heading down to meet up as everyone else. So as you're sort of coming down after doing this, everyone else meets you as you reach right here. So as you're like rushing down, everyone else is coming up now. So you get about right here as everyone's kind of coming up, as Cephix is like, ha! Gang's all here. Well, not all of them.
Interruption.
There's that really nice guy who took care of Nerth for me.
Interruption.
Yeah, what do you need?
My character will start to get up and try to make their way downstairs slowly, as like very badly injured.
Cephix comes over and like supports you and helps you like down, as you guys see Lilith is pretty messed up.
As I'm still kind of like rubbing my eyes from like the fucking blinding light.
Yeah, anyone got anything for her? Unfortunately, I don't do quite a good job at making people feel better.
I mean, I've got a healing spell if you need it.
I don't need it. She does. Cephix walks
I'll-
closer.
I'll make my way over. I'm sorry, but one of them got away. Used some
I'm gonna-
kind of blinding magic and
Shit!
blinded me fast.
One of them got away? Damn! You see Cephix like frustrated.
It's
like,
the one. It's the one that had the ruin on his arm that made his magic go wild.
Oh, damn. I bet you tried your best, though. You can't really blame yourself.
I had him on the ropes, but he got me good with that magic.
These were obviously some very powerful people. Some people want you dead. And I think I know why. I think it has more than just the lottery. I think Nairth might have been mixed up in something pretty bad.
Like the Zentarum?
I don't know about that bad, but you know, there is a section that I tracked down today. Well, I was going to tell you guys about it last night. Tonight, but you know, now we're here. Good times, right, everyone? Perhaps we should talk about this a little on the move, not surrounded by the bodies of others. So he heals you for 4, by the way. So as he's kind of walking, he kind of begins to tell you guys that over by the docks, there's a situation of he's noticing that there's a lot of activity going on at a time of night when there shouldn't. Over the last few nights, it seems like they're preparing some kind of ship or barge. It looks like they have kind of a barge with kind of a modified front that looks like it might be able to break through some ice of some sort. He's not sure what it is, but it's a very specialized looking ship that kind of no one else has access to, but he's seeing people loading it and unloading it, and it requires a lot of passes and everything. So Tano, you do see him talking. So as you guys are walking out, this is the information that you gain. But did you want to try to do anything to Cephix to stop him or something? It seemed like you were trying to trick him there, or trap him.
You can take him downstairs and pull him through the bars.
Yeah.
You really like that one, don't you?
It
Well, you
works
might have
out.
to push him through the bars since you're not inside the cage.
But yeah, did you want to confront him or anything, Tano? I don't want to disrupt your
Sorry, I had grocery delivery.
Wiener Schnitzel.
No, my groceries.
Nice, man. Do you need me to re-explain a little bit then, or do you need to go get your groceries?
Oh no, that's what I was doing. I was pulling them in.
Oh, cool. So basically, Cephix was, just to catch you up if you didn't hear. There's a small part of the docks where there's a lot of activity going on over the last few nights, and it seems to be some kind of barge that looks like it's being modified to potentially break through a portion of ice, and kind of actually set sail out. And he has a feeling that that is related to Nerith Maxilander, and that Nerith Maxilander might be doing something more than just fixing the lottery. And Axel brought up the whole idea of that he's working for the Zentarum, and Cephix is kind of like, whoa, that's a pretty big deal. I don't know if I would just go throwing that around.
Who are the Zentarum?
In Forgotten Realms, the Zentarum are the big black market criminal mob. They're like the Italian mob.
Ah,
Yeah,
okay.
But they're like across the world type deal.
So that's why you're an asshole.
Yeah.
Oh,
So pretty much Axel killed a mob boss. Like Axel was doing it out of kind of a I want to end it. So yeah, Mal, when you know that now that you know that the Zentarum might be involved, you're a little bit more understanding as to what Axel did, but your good cop of you have no evidence is overriding that.
Yeah.
Same kind of deal of we could peg this guy, but we got to do it by the book.
And now, all right. With that information, I'm willing to give him a little bit of the benefit of the doubt in the meantime.
Yeah.
Not letting him out of my sight.
Roland, so you guys are, I'm assuming, going to leave the giant bloodbath of the guard tower and everything?
Yeah,
I mean-
I'm using my sword kind of balance me.
Okay.
If anyone comes back here and sees this, along with us busting out of the cells, it's not going to look good.
That's true. But at least there's assassin bodies, though.
Yeah, for all they know, they came to break us out.
Maybe you should hide the assassin bodies and then just make it look like you guys broke out and killed them. I bet that would help a lot.
Oh, yeah,
Hide-
tons.
Hide all the guards, just like Splinter Cell and Hitman. You guys are just like pushing them into fucking
For the next
box.
couple weeks, every locker you open up's going to have a body falling
Yeah.
out.
No, body parts. What do you mean?
I don't know what happened.
Okay.
Open up the cabinet in the kitchen, head rolls out. Yeah, it's great. It's fine.
No, it's what I want.
So who just gave me benefit of the doubt?
Mal.
Mal, knowing who this guy was, is who Nerith really was now, is
Was that an internal thought, or did you just basically say it
it's
out
not
loud?
a thing that she's externalizing.
Okay, never mind.
Yeah, you do see maybe flashes of insight on Mal's face as she's now understanding that this is more criminal based, because Mal is kind of a like an extra mercenary police force kind of thing in Icewind Dale. As you guys are picking up, like that, Mal is actually working with authorities. So Cephix kind of leads you guys out. So you guys kind of make it out onto the street here. Let me copy all your pieces here. Do I have everyone?
I'm leaving a note.
Oh, roll. Oh, okay. So yeah. So Roland. Brother,
Put a smiley face on it.
where you going, brother? As you kind of
Wait.
step away.
Uh,
Uh,
we're leaving. I'm not leaving that prisoner. I'm not leaving
We
that
can't
prisoner
bring her
alone.
with us.
I'm going to make sure that whoever comes in here goes and checks on her. Presumably after checking around and seeing all the dead bodies, you know.
Connor has his pouch, right?
Just post it on the door here that leads down to the cells. Put a smiley
Yeah.
face on
So
it.
you get all your stuff back. Like Cephix thematically has brought back all of your stuff. So you guys are fully geared.
We could tie her to one of your animals, Tano.
Yeah, I want to bring her with me.
I don't think that's a good idea.
I don't think leaving her here is a good idea.
Did y'all take all those shit?
I mean, that doesn't stop anyone from coming into this place where everyone's dead and releasing her. We left one prisoner and he got kidnapped. What makes you think this guy's not gonna? This Drow isn't gonna get?
I'm
Can I
gonna
get-
search. I'm gonna search that assassin and see if they have a healing potion.
They do not. But Cephix kind of
Yeah.
looks. I mean, you guys left one alive. Which one?
She seemed to be in charge. Maybe good
Drow.
for them to question her.
You know.
Inside check on Sefik.
Yeah. Go ahead and roll. Like, what are you trying to?
I'm curious if he just wants to just kill her right
Oh.
away.
So go ahead and roll the insight before Cephix says his line. So you're kind of like, I wonder what Cephix is up to, and you see in his hand he forms almost like a thin razor blade out of ice, and he goes, you know, we have ways of making her talk. She might have information on what we're doing. Looks like she might have won a lottery to see Mom.
She cannot win that lottery if she does not leave this building alive, Caltro.
But I'm saying, brother, we can, right now, after we get all the info we need.
We have a time limit, no?
Hey, that's up to you guys.
If we take a little time, we could get the truth out of her, but I say we go and head out right now and bring her with us.
I'm gonna go downstairs and just take her from my cell.
Okay,
Can I look
okay.
for manacles?
Oh yeah,
Like-
you'll definitely be able to find
I've got it.
kind of manacles down
Okay,
there. So you
yeah,
guys are
I'm just gonna-
tying her up and throwing her over the back of something.
Yeah,
As you
I'm
guys
just
step out, do you guys want to steal like one of the police axe beaks or something like that and throw her over it? Kind of like riding her. throwing her
that'll
over-
work. Too.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
Uh,
Oh,
yeah.
let's add grand theft to our charges.
We're saving Targos.
They just don't know it
understand.
yet.
They'll
We're the
understand.
heroes. We're the heroes.
We're the
They
We're
heroes.
the good guys.
They
You
just don't
murder
understand
someone.
it yet.
Murdering someone in the alleyway. I'm the good guy. It's fine.
Roland's leaving a note. It's fine.
So what does the note say as you're just writing it really quick?
go fuck yourself.
The note says the guard has been attacked by a number of assassins from the organization that I don't know the name of.
The Zentarum.
Zentarum.
Zentarum, thank you. We've left one of them unconscious in the cells in the dungeon. She should be checked on to make sure that she's still there if she's not already escaped. She was responsible for killing Prudence in her cell. Me and my companions are going to the docks to follow a lead, and I will be returning here as soon as I can to answer any questions. Roland Piaget.
Excellent.
We're the heroes.
Yeah, exactly. As we were typing in chat, P.S. We're saving Targos. P.S.S. We're the heroes. Yeah, so you're basically just leaving something explaining where you're going and what you're doing. Well, what happened, not so much where you're going. But yeah, so you guys are sort of sneaking out in kind of the dead of night. You can tell that the assassinations that have taken place have been relatively quiet. It seems like the few nighttime guards are not really where you guys are kind of the only ones out on the street, but it is, as always, just a windy, blizzary night. So you guys are kind of moving. Axel, I will allow you, through, of course, your powerful rogue abilities here, that you can roll a survival check with advantage to move the group through the city effortlessly and not get caught.
Oi.
Terrible.
Medic.
What's that total?
13.
Okay. Yeah, so you make it there absolutely uneventful from the group. Let me save this table here.
To be fair, half the guards are dead back in the building.
That is true. That is true. The city can only muster, I think it was like 25 guards, and like I counted, and it's like 12 of them are dead.
I'm gonna summon an animal. 5.
Do you want to wait on that?
Yes,
until you're
please.
where you want to go? Like, don't just be summoning giant elks in the middle of town at night.
No, whenever we get to where we're going. I thought we were going to the docks.
We are.
We are.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, Axel would know the person in the party that dislikes him the most as far as his actions, right?
Who do you think that is?
The makeshift cop.
Yeah.
Yeah, my character definitely would be the one that dislikes you the most. It's not even like a mystery. It's not hidden at all.
What
Okay.
the
So,
fuck is that?
I'm gonna send you a message as small talk as we're walking. Not that you
Okay.
care to listen to me, but
Ignore that tree. That's not supposed to be there. I was testing something with a model.
I was about to say that looks oddly not good.
Cephix is not in the rhyme 7 saved, so he's his own little model that I have to learn. So yeah, imagine this as a much more wintry, snowy night. Why can I not scroll out? Weird. Okay. So basically, you guys arrive at. Let me just switch this so I can see. So you guys arrive here at what are the docks. So this is probably going to take some time. So I'm going to go ahead and call the session here then. But basically, I would like to have you actually, Devin, go ahead and roll me a perception check as you were sort of stepping that way. I know you weren't going that way. I know you weren't, but roll me a perception check.
I'll wait out here while y'all go in. I'm pretty.
Yeah, doing real good.
Okay. Yeah.
Real
yeah.
good.
You don't catch kind of anything immediately as you kind of see straight down that alleyway, but what you guys are basically seeing is kind of a large warehouse that you can hear on the inside kind of has some activity. As you guys are kind of walking around and casing the joint, as I imagine you guys will, because you guys are super cool like that, and you want to ruin my day. You're seeing and scoping as Axel and Mal and them are sneaking and looking, that you're seeing there's kind of some wandering dogs that are sort of walking around, kind of smelling and guarding things. You do see a potential guard kind of walking around this courtyard area. Axel and Mal, roll me perception.
That's a. Oh, who just moved my die?
it's still on a 10. I didn't change
Okay,
it.
that's an 11.
Okay. And what'd you roll, Axel? Do you get advantage or something?
I'm still in the Arctic, ain't I?
Do you get advantage on perception? Do you? I don't know. I was just curious. Because you definitely are. Let's see. What is that? Favored terrain, right?
Yes.
Or natural explorer? You do not get advantage to perception. You get double your proficiency bonus.
Well, I guess I'll take the lower. And
You can re-roll if you would like. I'll take that too if you want to just roll another one. There you go. Okay. Yeah, so you do see kind of walking along this roof here is definitely a shadowy figure. Kind of walking and sliding down these kind of things slowly, sort of just looking around. It doesn't look like it's noticed you yet, but you can tell that something is out here on the roof as well. It kind of disappears again. Would anyone else like to do any prep work or anything? I don't want to just assume what you guys are doing. So, Davin, Tano, Mal, Lilith, is there anything you guys want to do in particular?
I'm gonna trying to stay low and stay out of sight. That's about it.
Okay. What about you?
I have summoned a panther,
Okay. All right.
and that panther can use its sense of smell for perception or whatever.
Okay. All
Turn
right.
back to the group. The coast is clear. I'm gonna start
Okay. So you got yourself a panther there, Tano.
A 10.
Okay. It gets advantage, right?
It's passive perception of 14.
Yeah. Hold on. I'm just saying. I think it gets it. So it rolls 2 dice and takes the highest.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So 19.
19. Okay. So the panther is sort of showing you that the dogs sort of wander in a particular path as it's sort of slinking around. It does pick up through sense of smell that inside of here, it's kind of looking. I'm assuming it's just kind of communicating with you like very crudely. It seems to be up here in this circular area is a different smell. It's just basically acting like there's something here that smells different than the rest. So you guys know that in this circular room area is something that is different smelling. What did you want to do, Lilith? Oh yeah, you guys do have an axe beak.
I am trying to see if maybe anyone has a little bit more like a healing potion or any kind of healing capabilities right now.
So Lilith is asking around for a heal. Anybody got one?
Not until we get into combat.
Yeah.
Do you guys want to wait an hour outside of here for an attempt of being ambushed?
Aren't we limited time though?
You are. I'm just.
Yeah, then.
Oh, okay. I mean, I'm just. Hey, man. I'm just trying to, make it easier on me. Okay.
And Davin didn't see anything, so he said,
Let's go.
"Clear."
As everyone else is scouting like shadowy figures moving.
Ready to go. He rolled a 5, so he's
Okay.
going.
Yeah. So, Roland, is there anything you would like to do?
No, I'm ready to go in.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So I will go ahead and call the session here, just because it is 9 o'clock. But yeah. So congratulations on the successful prison escape.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Prison escape, just a temporary leave.
No, we
As we
we
sort everything.
subdued. We subdued an assassin. We're the heroes.
Yeah. Excellent. But yeah, no. Congratulations on escaping with the assassination attempt. So next time you guys will be investigating the dock and perhaps Nair's wonderful collection of personal items. But yeah, so I hope it was a fun session. I tried to give you guys a chance to beat some people down, and because I know there's a lot of talking in the last few sessions, which is never fun.
Oh, Joe, so do you have my current hit points right now, or do you need that?
You're at 6, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, if we do get into combat encounter, fuck.
You'll be fine.
Go ahead and say it. If you guys wanna talk real quick.
Oh, wait, I still have that crossbow, right?
You do, yes.
You
The
stole the
hand.
crossbow.
Yeah, I won't. I mean, I'm just gonna give it to Axel.
Okay. So I see some posts going on here, Chris. Do you and Mal want to take a moment and slide into another channel and sort of talk about it while you guys are scouting?
Already
Yeah,
are.
All right. Well, if you guys don't mind, would you like to do it here so we can kind of play it out a little bit here?
He was doing it with we were doing it with Send and stuff
Okay.
like that, trying to
You
keep it
guys
quiet.
you guys have fun then. Chat it out. Just send me everything when you're all done, and I'll know where you guys are at
Mhm.
as characters, and have fun.
Oh well, can I send this cat to stealthily look in this building?
So the way that this works, sorry, I meant to actually this is actually upstairs on
It can climb.
oh, it can. Oh,
Yeah.
ooh.
That's why
Yeah. Ooh. Yeah.
it,
So
it can. It has a speed of 50 feet and a climb of 40 feet.
yeah. Go ahead and roll me a stealth check here then.
Imagine being in a wintry.
Stealth +6, so 21.
Um. Yeah. So it does sort of climb up, kind of using different things, kind of jumping under different crevices and cracks, and it sneaks up and it kind of looks inside, and then it comes back to you, and it's just a panther. Like,
It's just a panther.
do you want to perhaps use a special ability that you have?
I don't know if I really care about this stupid panther. Does it look scared?
No, not at all. It doesn't look scared. Like, it looks almost uninterested, like a cat would. Just kind of a.
Meow.
Oh, this cat's a prick then.
The cat, that's a prick.
It is rubbing up on you like it did a good job, though.
And a panther in the middle of winter time, like climbing up to a 2-story window.
Yeah, but to be fair, it is like the middle of a blizzard at night. This thing is pretty much invisible. Like, yeah,
It'll be terrifying. I mean,
it would be, dude. It would be absolutely like out of everything that you would expect to finding an animal that's not common to the would be even worse. Like, how did this panther get here and how is it alive? Because it's eating you, and then it kills you.
All right. I'm gonna try to convince. Let's build a ladder so we can go into this building.
Okay, so that's where we're gonna
Okay.
we're gonna leave it right there. So you're thinking maybe you build a ladder and kind of storm through that window. Davin and them are kind of getting ready to go here. Yeah, we'll start it off there with the actual making the attack plan.
So, question not related to this game. So, y'all play every other Thursday, the game we played this past Thursday?
correct. So it won't be
Correct. So this week will be the Scarlet King, and then next week will
Okay,
be
good checking.
Zarek's shit ass game. That's what I call it. With fucking shark riding bad guys and sexy bards who tackle sea monsters and throw them over boat edges.
That's interesting than how to freaking my session with a new group I'm playing with went. Shit.
Actually, funny enough, Hunter, it's. Oh, let me actually stop the recording here.